Hi guys, Ken from Miniature Wargaming Warriors, and I should have mentioned this for sooner in the video, but I'm filming this afterwards. This is like some Napoleonics bits and bobs, but I should have mentioned this sooner. Obviously, over in the Facebook group, you will find links that I've done to board setup that you can just click on, so you can get ready and play. But I'm just basically going to go through how everything works in this tabletop simulator. If you've got any questions, come over to the Facebook group. I'm going to set up a thread in there for people that are looking for other people to play. That's going to go on constantly throughout the coronavirus issue, and I hope everybody's staying safe. But like I say, if you're looking for someone to play with on this tabletop sim, it's really cheap, it's really simple to set up after you've got used to it. Head over there and you'll find other gamers like-minded like yourselves. I'm hoping quite a lot of people decide to come and join the Facebook group, so there's more people then that might be interested in actually getting some wargaming in. So yeah, thanks very much for watching the video, guys, and I'll pass back over to myself. Right, hi guys, Ken from Miniature Wargaming Warriors, and it is time for another video, and this is a video I didn't really want to have to be making, but I guess unprecedented times are meaning I'm going to have to. Basically, how you tabletop wargame without actually seeing people. We're going to be doing it through Tabletop Simulator, so this one I'm going to take you through how to just basically get around Tabletop Simulator, what different features are, what you can do on it. Just basically like a idiot's guide basically to setting this up. So you can play some bolt+action 40k if that's your choice, or board games, many other things. So I had a game with Boots on the Table with Dom the other day, his channel, link I'll put in the description below. We're going to be doing a live stream actually on Monday and talking about our experience with the hobby. Might even live stream us playing the game, so we didn't manage to finish it. So that's the other good thing about this, is you can leave it and then come back to it at a later point. So there's pros and cons to this, but if you're new to it all, don't panic. I'm going to take you through what you need to do. So this is the first screen you'll ever see once you've installed the game. You'll be hearing some music. You can go into the settings here and have a little fiddle if you want to, but default, I've got everything default near enough, apart from I've turned that main music volume down just for this recording because it's quite frustrating. So if you're the person going to create the game, so you have a choice, you can either join or create. So if you're going to create it, right, you can either play single player if you really want, or you can play multiplayer. If you create multiplayer, so that I've still got the stuff in there from thingy, our server password, however many people you want to be able to join that server, for example, you set it up there. If you don't want to put a password in, you don't have to, but I recommend you do, because you don't want randoms joining you if you get your game unless you do. So you do that. But what I'll do then, I'll create a multiplayer, and I'll leave the password on there because it is what it is. So create a server. Okay, you get this screen come up. Okay, so you've got four options here. You got your classic option. Okay, and how I'm doing this is I'm using the middle mouse button to scroll up and down just to go through. So you've got like games like chess and all that sort of stuff. You've got DLC, which is paid for add-ons. If you want to pay for stuff, there's games in here that are already paid for. But the thing I use, which is the free stuff, is the workshop. Okay, this is like the most valuable thing you've got. Okay, so click workshop. Okay, you can see all these files here, right, that I've got. And these are all on the Steam Workshop, and these are all for free. Okay, so when you first start, you'll have a blank page, but how you add stuff to the workshop is you click browse, and then it will bring up the Steam Workshop. So yeah, bring up the Steam Workshop, and what you do here, you've got two choices. You can search through here, or you can actually search through the actual main page. It just depends what you want to do. We'll make this a little bit bigger. I'll browse through here. You might need to sign in on this page. You might not, but so this little bar here, basically I can search Tabletop Simulator for anything. Okay, so because we're a bolt+action channel, I'll search bolt+action. Okay, right, first thing it does, brings me to a load of bolt+action bits and bobs, and you can see I've got a little tick here. That means I'm already subscribed to it. So just for argument's sake, let's find I'm not subscribed to one. Okay, here we go. So this one here I'm not subscribed to. So Armies of Japan. Okay, it gives you a brief little description just to the right. So it says my bolt action diorama battle of the Sunset Assault and the US Marines. So someone's basically gone in and created this, and they put it on the Steam Workshop for you to use. So looks like a map. So we can click on it just down here. It should, yeah. Oh no, tell a lie, no it won't. Yeah, well, there it is. So it gives you a little preview. Sorry, that took a few seconds. My internet lagged out for a second. So it gives you a little preview of what the actual board looks like and what you can expect to find when you click into it. So loads of trees. Looks like, to be fair, this is getting subscribed to this. Looks like a pretty awesome map. So if I want that map, okay, so I want that map, he's giving you some pictures of what he's got stuff and all that sort of jazz, okay, so subscribe. Right, so I've subscribed. What will be happening now is Steam will be downloading that map, okay, gives you a little description there, and people have a little chat down the bottom here, okay. You can also see the author, so this is created by him. And see 10 collections created by this guy. So if you want to have a look, for example, of other things that he's done because you really like what he's done, you know, you can look through here. So he's got like a bolt action mods, so just stuff for bolt action. So he's got Guadalcanal, and he's also got the Africa Core one, which I've downloaded already. See that little tick already? It means I've downloaded it. So I've downloaded both his map packs for bolt action. So we click off that now. You'll notice just there is the Guadalcanal map. So we just literally click it and click load. Right, here we go. You'll start seeing it load up the top here. Okay, I normally let it run through as far as possible. You'll see things are loading in. Depending if you've got an SSD or whatever, you've got a normal hard drive like I'm running this on at the minute. You'll start hearing like little ambient stuff and bits and bobs. Okay, right. So when this happens, custom model, it means it can't find a certain specific model within the Steam Marketplace. Sorry, the Steam Workshop through this. So someone might have put it up there when this guy originally did his thing, but now they've taken it down for any reason. But I'm gonna just try. I always try once to import. Yeah. So it's looking for one option, one custom thing, and it can't find it anywhere. So you click X and it disappears. But if you notice, you can see these little white things, and they're barbed wire. Okay. What you can do, if that annoys you, it don't really bother me really, but you can select these by literally clicking, because they're locked. I'll explain what all that means in a minute. You can select it like that. Just put L over it, unlocks it, select the item just by clicking on it and then pushing the delete key on your keyboard. Okay, but I'm going to leave those there for a reason, which I'll explain in a minute. Alright, so this here is a nice little map actually. I'm quite impressed by this. You can see he's got units already in here. You know, he's put like a smoke fog. He's taken a lot of time to actually do this. This is very nice indeed. Okay, and then you've got Japanese force over the other side, and tells you what you've got. So the Japanese force here, 2 platoons, 6 squads, so you can work out points and stuff. If you're going to play this, your best bet is to play it with the rule book. You've got your order bag in here, so there's loads of bits and bobs. Okay, right, so that's like basically how you load a map. Simple, you download it. Okay, but you might go, Ken, what if I want to make my own stuff, you know, instead of playing with other people's, and what's all this different bits and bobs do? Okay, so okay, let's just start with some basic objects. So when you first come in, like, you've got a bag here. In Tabletop Simulator, bags you store stuff in. Okay, so if you right click an object, okay, it will highlight yellow, so you can search. Right, so this tells you in here there's there's 2 different types of order dice. There's the green and there's the red ones, meant to be obviously for the units. Okay, so this is how you get around your random ordering stuff. Right, so that just tells you what's in the bag. So escape key to get rid of that. So you right click Right, and now I want to pick a random thing, so I just click draw. So as you can see, first dice to come out is red dice. Okay, go draw again. There's another red dice, another red dice, another red dice, red, 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 red. Okay, that didn't work too well. Should shuffle, then draw. There you go. Now they're starting to come out randomly, yeah. So shuffle, then whatever, yeah. Okay. So you can see there's loads of dice. All right, you can just literally drag and drop and all this stuff, but there's loads of things you've got to get used to. So you select an item like that, you can rotate, you can literally do anything with this, okay? So you can rotate like to different things, so run, rally, fire, whatever. Okay, so loads of stuff. You've got units all over the place. Okay, if at any point you ever load into a map and think, oh, I like that and I want to use that, okay, so say like you've got this item here, this dice roller, okay. Alright, I'm just going to spawn in a generic dice. I'm going to show you how this works. So let's go to dice. I've been blind. There is dice. So D6. Okay, and it will always spawn in the middle of the table, no matter what wherever you do it. Right. So all you do is you put the dice on top of this platform here. Okay, you select the number of dice. So we'll just do it 5 for the minute. Yeah, 5 dice. You click 5. I'll roll the dice for you, and then it will put it in order of to whatever numbers you got. So you got 2 3s, 4 5 and 6. All right, you can just keep going, so you can just do more and more dice if you want. 15 dice. Okay, it will roll, do that, and it will just put them in order. All right. So say like you want that thing. Okay, let's delete. Let's drag it off. Okay, you want this dice roller. Okay, you can see it's locked. I can't select it. So left click. No, sorry, not left click. L key over it is unlock and lock. So all you have to do, right click it so it's yellow. Save object. Okay, and I want that to be called USMC dice roller. Okay, and I'll save that. Okay, what we'll do is we'll load the game that me and Dom were playing yesterday. So just give me a sec, I will load that in. Should be one of these. Yeah, it's one of these anyway. I'm pretty sure it's one of these. Okay, as you can see, it's all loading in. It's looking for stuff. It's like, where's stuff gone? Where's stuff gone? Okay. Right. Okie dokie. Alright, so this is the map me and Dom were playing on yesterday. So you got Dom's army there near enough. But for example, right, you want that dice roller in the game, okay? All I have to do is go objects. Okay, it's a saved object. Alright, so you can see here I've got all my little saved objects I wanted. So if I wanted to, I could spawn in a 40k Valkyrie just there in the middle of the map. Okay, and it's not accessible, so we just click the L key and then there we go, you can move it about. Alright, that's literally how it works, but we're going to go with let's go with that dice roller. So dice, there it is there. See, we're using an Africa Core one. Okay, so there's a dice roller. Right. So there. Okay, so there's dice rollers in the game, so it's that simple. Objects, saved objects, whatever you want. So there was a bolt action dice here, along with a load of pin markers. That was all saved in one object. So there we go, all that jazz. And all I did was, like I said, I went into several different files where I found stuff. So let's go into the workshop again. And let's go to my very last page here. So say for example I want to make a British army or a German or a Soviet. See, look, I've got all these files selected. You've got chain of command stuff here as well. There's loads. There's literally loads. You know, you've got access and allies and bits and bobs. But this bolt action table here is quite a nice one to start off with, because it just gives you enough room. You know, a flat table, and you can build your stuff off of this. So this box here is a randomizer box. Basically, it's like the dice bag, the randomizer dice bag, except for it looks cooler because it's in Africa. But I have got some terrain. So terrain. So you got terrain there. It will spawn in all these bags. Okay, and it, like I was saying, inside these bags is loads of different types of terrain. So you can just search. It's going to pop up a box here. Okay, so you got some sandbags here. Just loads all this in. It's just loading all the terrain inside the bag. Just give it a few seconds. Probably not the best bag to pick, to be fair, when I'm trying to load on a video. But you live and learn. We'll just let it load. Okay, there we go. It's nice and loaded. Right, so sandbags. Okay, there's my sandbags. Alright, say I want more of these. Okay, so you can just go right click, you can go copy. But I'm going to go Control C. So I'm going to select it, Control C, and then Control V. And I can just make as many of these as I want. And I can rotate these with the Q and the E key. Okay, you can also drag and drop them just by holding the left mouse button. Okay, and you can just literally set up whatever you want. So I'll just bring it in for the minute because it's just easier. Bring something in. Here we go. There we go. So there's some pipes there. Yeah, literally it's just full of bits and bobs. You might notice the game does that occasionally. It spawns stuff in and then makes it disappear. Easiest thing I find to do, plant it down on the side like that. Okay, and you've got buildings. You know, there's anything. There's literally anything you can think of. People have thought of and they've designed and they've 3D scanned it in, and it just looks incredible. So there's a tile there for grass. You know, there's so much. It's just the possibilities are absolutely endless with this. But where did we get to yesterday, me and Dom? Let's load that up. Yeah, here we go. So this is what me and Dom got up to yesterday. This is how far we actually got. So just do that. Okay. If you notice, we've got tablets. Okay, quite handy if you've only got one screen, not got multiple monitors. You can spawn a tablet in, which is literally a case of objects, components, tools, and you got tablet. So it's like your iPad, and it connects to the internet, and literally you can browse. So let's go to Warlord Games, and there's Warlord Games website. Okay, so you know, you can even buy plastic crack while you're actually while you're playing, which is very dangerous. But you can see that I've got the errata up here just to clarify some rules and bits and bobs, and that's quite a handy thing to do. Even in Warhammer, that's quite handy for that. But yeah, but this is where we kind of got to yesterday. Dom's got his nice bit of artillery out at the minute. I've got my armoured car up there. I'm bringing a flamethrower up. It's really easy to get around. So your right mouse button and spin, middle mouse button zooms in and out, Q and E, sorry, A and D, left and right. But we were literally, we were having a good game. It was a good game, to be fair. We're enjoying it, and we're going to carry on doing it. But what I will do is I'm going to get a basic board set up, and I'm going to try and release it onto the Steam Workshop, and I'll put links below to where it is, so you can just click that link. It should take you straight to the Steam Workshop, subscribe, and it should just be able to give you a board, so you can get started basically. The easiest one to do realistically is with your armies. I'll show you an army list here. So you've got the Germans here, for example. Okay, it's all about playing around with this tabletop simulator, what you want to do, and looking for it on the Steam Workshop. So say you want to make an army up like this. Okay, there's several different variations of German forces. So this set here is quite DAC orientated, yeah. Right. So these guys here. So you've got, someone's decided to model them in DAC there. You've got Fallschirmjäger there. Okay, just normal hair grenadiers there. You know, there's different ones, different things. You know, you've got some tanks and bits and bobs. But you can make, this is how you make your armies up basically. You come into one of these files. So you go, right, I want a light machine gun. Okay. Right, you want a light machine gun, and then you want a squad of 4 SMGs. Okay, you want that Panzer IV as well from here. You also want that MG42, that mortar. Okay, and all you do is you want all that from here, literally drag and drop, so it all goes yellow. Right click one of them, and then again we just go to save object, and we save it to whatever you want it to be. So we'll save it to, I'm going to just save it to 1, 2, 3, 4 because I know I've got nothing named that, and I can delete it after. And then if I go to my objects over here, saved objects, 1, 2, 3, 4, there it is there. And then it was just spawning in the middle of the board, like there, as many times as I want. So again, spawn, just keep spawning in as much as you want of it. Okay? Really is pretty straightforward. Same with any dice, anything basically that's on this thing you can get. So if it, like I say, if it's like that and you can't select it, okay, you left click and it gives you an L, and then you can select it then. So like you can only select the guys, so left click the base, now you can select it all. Okay, what you have got to watch for in some of these armies, like this one here, okay, these are all locked together at the minute. These are not too bad. There are some of these models, I think these are all pretty good, where the base is separate to the actual unit, so you have to select it like that and hold left click and drag and drop it, otherwise you could just end up picking it up. But literally, just to get it to rotate, you just click it. It's all about playing with this, to be fair, literally all about playing with it. But board games and stuff, yeah. So I know there's some people who subscribe that like 40k and like Warhammer Epic and bits and bobs. That's all on here. Let's go to one of my 40k boards. So you got X-Wing. Yeah, it's all about your taste. Let's find something. There's just so much to choose from. That's the problem. I have to go through it sometimes and delete stuff up. But you've got chain of command. Actually, let's go to Colditch. Yeah. Okay, this is Colditch, the board game. And there's Colditch, the board game, all set up, ready to start, ready to play, ready to go basically. So, you know, if you just got to get dice, you just go to objects, components, dice. You can get custom dice. You just search the workshop basically, and that's what I did. Is I searched the workshop. So let's go workshop, browse again. Okay, so we're on. We don't want that. Okay, so there's loads of stuff you can sort by most subscribed. So Uno's on here. You know, you got Fallout Monopoly. It's crazy, absolutely crazy what's on here, you know. There's just so much stuff you can just search. There's 30,000 different games for people to play. You know, you can't say you're gonna get bored. There's D&D on this, like you wouldn't believe. D&D's massive on this, absolutely huge. You just literally, you can just see how much is here. Oh, there's that Nemesis that I want. To be fair, I'm actually going to subscribe to that. There's the Game of Thrones board game. I'm going to subscribe to that because that's meant to be pretty sweet. And then there's that Nemesis. I think it's in Spanish. Yeah, it's in Spanish, but you can probably find it in English as well. But what I am going to do is, obviously it's all well and good saying, you know, yeah, okay, I found something, but I haven't got anyone to play with. What I am going to do is over in the Miniature Wargame Warriors group, I'm going to pin topic while this coronavirus stuff's going on, and it's going to be going to be there to say to people, do you want to play tabletop sim? I'm looking for someone to play bolt action with, so you can interact with people on my Facebook group. So you've got like a chat sort of place to find like-minded gamers. Just say, I fancy playing something on tabletop sim, does anyone fancy having a game? And just meet up and just somewhere where everyone can come to in the community, and everybody can meet up there and just have a chat and just say, yeah, I'm going to play bolt action tonight, anyone want to join me, or book stuff for in a week's time. So you can find people that are looking for other people that don't have anyone to play with, so we're all not isolated away from each other. But there's so much on here, it's crazy. We just type in what's it called? I think I've already got it, Axis and Allies. That's on here. Oh my god, that's so good. Let's just type that, Axis, see what that comes up with. Yeah, there you go, Axis and Allies 1940, 1942. Yeah, they're all on here. Oh man, so good. 1984 version, 1914. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You can see that that's all on here. So look, I can literally come back straight away. There it is there. Let's go on Axis and Allies, because why not? Why wouldn't we? It's all loading in. There we go. 1984 Axis and Allies. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Just there. Interested in this. Let's see what it's like. There you go. There's a board game that people can't get hold of. There it is there. Nemesis. Nuts. Ready to go, ready to play. Is it in English as well? I can't tell. It looks like it's in Spanish. Yeah, this one's in Spanish. I'm sure you'll find an English version out there. But yeah, happy days. So much. The same with Game of Thrones. You just click load. Yeah, everything just loads in like this. You've got all your different factions, different houses you can play as. There's just so much more I haven't shown you. It's like, how do you invite people and stuff? It's same through Steam. You just get to click invite like that. Add them as your Steam friend, send them the invite, they join. Type in any server passwords or anything that they might have. But there it is there. Game of Thrones. Absolutely crazy. But like I say, I will stick that. Oh yeah, I've got to show you this old school Blood Bowl. But I will stick it in the comments below, the link to the Steam Workshop for the bolt action starter, and I'll stick a link to the Miniature Wargaming Warriors Facebook channel. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope everyone's found this useful, and I hope people are staying safe during this coronavirus outbreak. It is what it is. But this is like the best next thing I can think of to actually gaming, people actually having fun together and stuff. I can't think of anything else really that we could be, because we can't meet up. It's just silly if you're risking your own health and stuff. It's just about being safe. And I understand a lot of gamers are a bit older, but it is what it is. It's a big learning curve. If anyone's got any questions or anything they want to ask me about Tabletop Simulator, please feel free, come over to the Facebook group. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, or put something in the comments below, because comments is seriously, I look at all the comments, and I'll do my best to answer anything. But you've got classics like Risk, and it's just not, why wouldn't you play Risk? Such a good game. But yeah, happy days, and thanks very much for watching, and I shall see you again extremely soon. Bye bye for now.